Hi everybody, it's Oksana, and today I'm going to show you how to make faux opal cabochons. So just sparkly, colorful cabochons using ArtResin and some glitters and pigments. So if you want to see how to make these, then just keep watching. So I'm starting out with some molds that are filled with resin. I just mixed up my ArtResin exactly like the instructions said. I poured it into some molds. This one I made myself, but I don't have a video because like 90% of the pieces came out really bad and I just got lucky. Like a few were salvageable, but these molds are good. The green ones are from Family Molds on Etsy. So those are nice. So I just have some clear resin in them, and you can pop the bubbles if you have bubbles with a lighter, just some heat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add different types of sparkles, different types of mylar sheet, or mylar flakes sometimes are called. So here's an interesting one. It's black. It's like a holographic black, and this is the store Burroughs Babe Supply on Etsy. So I just sprinkled some on top in these two, and I'm going to do a white background and a darker background when these harden in a few hours, and I can pour on another layer of resin without it mixing in. I'm going to do the backgrounds in those. And then I have some other colors here. This is like a white mylar flakes. This I got from Michael's. It was in like the section with all the presents, the gift wrap kind of stuff. So that's one of them. And then I got some different colors of mylar flakes from eBay, and these were also marketed as nail art. And so what I'm going to do is just sprinkle different ones onto my resin so you can see how different colors turn out with different backgrounds. Looks like it might rain, so change of scenery. So I showed you the two of the black flakes before. So I did some of the other colors. I showed you the ones that are the nail art little jars. I did a pink one and like a blue. I think this one's yellow and that one's green. And this was one of the black ones. I sprinkled some of these white ones on top of it. They're a little bit larger size, I noticed, than some of the others. So what I'm going to do is wait for most of these to set. I do have some other projects going on here, so you can just ignore that. I'm going to wait for them to set and then add a layer on top, either a white or a dark layer, so you can see the difference. But I just want to show you another option that's a little quicker, because if you're waiting for a layer to set, then you have to mix a whole new batch of resin, and it's a much longer process. So what I'm doing is I'm putting just about 2 drops of this alcohol ink on top of one of these, and if it doesn't spread out super evenly and you have like a gap or something that doesn't get covered by the ink, you can just take like a little toothpick and help spread it out. But basically it tends to stay on top and not really mix into the resin. So I'm gonna let it set this way, and it's gonna have a dark background, this dark teal background to this piece right here, and it's like a one-step piece. So just so you can see what that looks like as well. So I'll be back to show you guys the next step where I pour another layer on the rest of these pieces. So now I've mixed up some more resin here that I can pour on top for the second layer. And I made kind of a whitish color and a dark, almost black color. This one, I'll mix it a little more. But it's got kind of like an iridescent quality to it, which is pretty. So for this one I used Black Star Green mica, and for this one I used a mica. It's this one right here. It's called Luna Blue. And both of those mica pigments I got from TKB Trading. They sell cosmetic mineral pigments that work great in resin. And you just need to sprinkle in just a little bit of powder, mix that in, and that's all you need. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour in this white-ish color on top of some of my pieces, and then the other color on top of some of the other pieces so you can see the difference that you get with different background colors. So then after this sets, I will come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so here are all of my results to show you guys. So these are the two that I did the white background. And this had like the blue flakies in there. So that came out nice. This had the yellow. That's pretty. Here's the black hollow with a dark background. That's pretty neat. I don't particularly like this one. This is the black hollow with the white background. Doesn't really look like a faux opal. Or it also has some white mylar in the back too. You can see those big ones shining back there, but it looks kind of weird. Doesn't really look like an opal, but I guess kind of neat. Here's the pink one with the dark background. This one's my favorite. This one just had a little bit of ink on the back, so it's just one layer of resin with just a little bit of ink on the back. And I forget what color I put in here, but just some mylar flakies. That one is my favorite. And then these three, I kind of did them after the fact, but I thought I would still show them to you. So I did the white pigment that I used for these. It's called Luna Blue, that I did like on the backs of these. I mixed in just a tiny bit of that into clear resin to still have it be pretty much clear, but it just has kind of an interesting like tint to the resin. It's not completely clear, see? And then I put the white mylar flakes, the big bag that I have from Michael's, so I put those on there, and they're really large compared to the other ones, so you get this big chunks of them in there. And then I did a drop of the alcohol ink on the back. So that's how I did these little cabochons, just because I didn't really walk you through that. I made them later. So that is it. That is how you make faux opal resin cabochons. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.